Hey guys, so I'm Kayla.
I'm Priya, and we are thriving after 30, and this is our first episode of our new podcast.
Yes, so we're excited to delve into loads of topics with you guys over the next coming weeks. But we thought we'd start off with a bit of an introduction to the podcast and to ourselves so you guys can get to know us a little bit better. So where to begin?
Where to begin? We are thriving.
Yeah.
We are after 30.
Yeah. I think for me, like, the main thing I kind of want from this podcast is, for me personally, when I was in my 20s, I really thought that I should have so much stuff sorted out by the time I was 30. And then when I hit 30, I was a little bit depressed that I hadn't done half the things that I wanted to do. But I think if someone had told me, actually, like, it's not that deep and things will get better, and I could see myself now, I'd be like, yeah, there's nothing to worry about because I'm actually living like my best life right now.
Exactly. I definitely believe we are living our best lives. When you think about where we've come from, we have come so far, but there's still that fear of, wow, we're getting older. You got the young uns calling us aunties. Like, what? I know, damn auntie. Like, what the hell? But you do have that natural fear. But
it's a lot. But I think every day we're growing more. We're learning more about ourselves. We're learning that we don't need to have these like boundaries and restrictions on what we should have accomplished by now. Like, I feel like the last 2 years, just the plans that we've made, the holidays that we've been on, even just this podcast. Like 2 years ago, did we think we would be doing this? We've had conversations about it previously.
From Doha to here.
Yeah. But yeah, so thriving after 30. In the long run, I would love to be able to connect with women who feel the same. I think I don't want to put a limit on like who I want to watch this podcast, but I envision people our age to me. So I'm 35.
I'm 30. Do you know what is so funny? Once you get to your 30s, you start forgetting. And I'm like, I remember the other day I was arguing with my friend, like, no, I'm not that age, but I'm actually 33. Oh. And I know that is like, I'm still in my early 30s. There's still so many years to get to 40, but you do have that feeling like, oh my God, I'm going to be 40 soon. But yeah, I'm 33.
Yeah. So for me, I look at it like people in their 30s, I'd love for them to watch it and to be able to relate to us. And again, like I was saying, like not feel that pressure of society to feel like, oh my God, I need to have everything figured out right now. But then also I feel like 20-year-olds who might be in that same place where I was thinking, why have I not done this now, to look and say, okay, do you know what? Like, it's not that deep right now. I've still got time. Again, it's that not having that restriction and boundaries on what you need to have accomplished by a certain age.
Oh, 100%. I definitely agree. And I think what's so great about both of us, where we get along so well, but we're so different. And what's going to be great about this is we bring different perspectives on things, and also like our journey, similar but very different. And I'm super excited. I'm hoping that we can help a lot of women. You know, we might even help men, educate men on what it's like to deal with a woman in their 30s and the journey to get to 30s.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be exciting.
Yes. So, how we met.
Yes. Oh gosh.
I think our friendship was based on the fact that we had similar experiences when we was younger, and we bonded over that. I obviously was told before I met you that you didn't really like people, so I was a bit concerned about meeting you. But then we was at a party and we ended up just talking about our kids. And I think we were talking about the kids. I think my son had just started secondary school, and your son was in secondary school, and we was talking about some of the issues we'd had with them being in school and stuff. And I think, yeah, that's how like we kind of bonded from there.
And I was very skeptical initially, because it is true, I don't have loads of people around me, and I'm absolutely okay with that, actually. It works for me, and I like that I'm very selective. meeting you and having that bond and even being here right now, I'm like, wow, I've made this amazing friendship. We're here. We're making a podcast. Yeah, I think I remember meeting you. And I was like, not sure. Don't know how to take this one. But I'm going to be open-minded. And then it just blossomed.
Yeah.
We've been on holidays. We've done so much stuff together, like so many memories. And there's not one time that I thought, oh, God, this girl, I want to lock her up. I want to talk to her. And like, it's been so just natural.
Yeah.
And I love that because I've probably got realistically probably about 5 friends that I will check in with. Mm-hmm. But I speak to you on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And I never thought I would ever have that connection with someone where I'm talking to you on a daily basis. We'll be sending voice notes that are like 20 minutes long. We can send voice notes and then all of a sudden we're on the phone for how long? And it's just so natural. I always have something to say to you. Yeah. So it's weird how you connect with people.
It is. And like, you see when they tell you no new friends, they're liars.
Exactly. And you know what? This comes with age. Because if I put myself a few years back, I think because of life and the things that I've been through, I've been very reserved. Where now meeting you, you've really made me realise that actually you can make more connections. You just need to be more open to that. And that has come with age.
Yeah. Do you think if we'd have met when we were younger, we'd have been friends?
No.
I don't think so either.
No.
Yeah, I think I would have been put off by you. I'd have thought you were too much. Because I just was like, go with the flow, have fun. Yeah.
I'm a little bit, I've got to be honest, I can be very like up my arse at times.
I wouldn't say up your arse. No, I wouldn't say you're up your arse.
What would you say? Describe me.
Okay, so for my description of you, and I think this is why you balance me out. I can have my moments where I'm still over the top, but actually sometimes I look at you like you're the grown up.
I try to be.
It does. It makes me think, right, Kate, you're older. Like, come on, fix up. Oh, God. But no, I think you are straight to the point. Like, there's no bullshit with you. You are my person I go to when I don't need someone to feed my delulu. Like, I need someone to tell me how it is. Like, there are times where I don't want to say something to you, but I know you are the only person that I can say it to because you're going to give me that honest, straightforward opinion, whether I like it or not. But it, like I say, it doesn't feed my delulu. Like, and I'm like, okay, I need to look at this on a more practical level. When I first met you, like when we first started hanging around, I was very inspired by you because as much as I've been I'm always going to be very childish. Like, I know that. But I always felt that
you're fun.
I am fun. I
look up to people like, I think
I am.
You're so fun.
And I think that's when I bring you out of your shell with that side of things. But my friends that I had growing up, I was always the person who was like, not to sound big-headed or anything, but I had the best job. I was making the most money. And it's like, I met you and you challenged me. And it's like, I couldn't just be like, sometimes you can become complacent.
Oh,
because
100%.
Because you're doing better than everyone else. You can become complacent.
You
just ride it like, cool. Well, as long as I'm doing, not that you compare yourself to your friends, but like, as long as I'm hitting a certain level, it's all good. But you push me. Like, I'm like, okay, cool. No. And it's not in a competition way, but it's like,
but it's healthy, isn't it?
It's healthy.
I think it's like, so healthy.
I want to be like Priya.
You want to be around people that you can be like, right, they're doing this. I want to do this. I want to learn from them. Like, what can they bring to you? As you get older, you want people that can bring stuff to the table.
Yes.
And it's even like me now. I'm like, right, I really want to start networking, and I'm not a networking person. You watch all of these podcasts and these videos and stuff, and they're like, it's about who you surround yourself with, but it's like, how do you meet these people? So I completely get it. And I think with you as well, it's like, you are fun. You bring out that fun side of me, and I'm like, like having the fun. This is great. Like, coming out my shell, like my little stiff shell. But it's like, I am serious, and I think that's because of my life experiences where I feel like I've had to become this person. And sometimes I'm like, just let loose, let your shoulders down, wiggle your head a little bit, man. It's fine.
And it's crazy though, because I think, like I say, we've been through slightly similar life experiences when we were younger, and it shows like how different the past can go. Like, you went down a more serious note. I went down I would deflect with humor. Like, so how your life experience is, like, even if you went through similar things, you can, like, you're completely different people out of it. Like, what way you choose to handle things. Whereas, like I say, I use humor and you're more serious. And I think for me, that's always been a great thing in our friendship because we balance each other almost like a yin and yang. So I thought we'd play a little game. I know. You know me, I love a game.
Don't be drawing me out now.
I love a game. So I thought we would do a little quiz. Not quiz, sorry, like a get to know me, some questions. So I've got a list of questions on here, and you can choose anything off the list. And basically, one of us will answer, the other one will respond with their answer, and then we'll swap over and choose a different question. Okay, so I'm going to go first. What is your favourite recent memory?
Oh my God, I've got mind block. You know what? I'm telling you, as you get older, your brain just doesn't function as it used to. Like I always think this is sometimes trauma brain as well. I've said to you in the past, like I really find it hard to kind of remember certain things, especially when they're good. And that makes me quite sad at times because I should remember these things, but I believe it's trauma brain. I believe there's a lot more, a deeper thing behind it. So it takes me a little bit longer to think. Yeah. I had a great time in Doha.
I did, yeah.
Every time I go to the UAE, I feel like a brand new person. And what was beautiful, and it is about us, is that I saw a different side to you. I saw, not that you're not sophisticated, because you're very much sophisticated, but this woman that just kind of come out of her shell, was in her I'm that girl era, and you were really embracing it, and I really love that. And this is where this podcast come from. And it was just so nice. You just tap your bank card and not care.
Yeah.
We were literally just like
living life.
And I love people that I travel a lot, and I love people that I can just go on holiday. We're not worrying. Tap the bank card, drink the drink, order the sushi. Yeah. We literally like had such a great holiday, and it was so inspiring. I started my Transform with Priya, my life coaching. Obviously I'm still doing that in the background. That's something that I want to continue with, but that's where my business idea with, my business kind of flourished from there. Yeah. And the podcast flourished from there, and we're actually doing it. Yeah. It's not just a thing. So I think that is being my favorite memory. I'm so like living in this moment right now and even talking. I'm like, I'm ready for this. Yeah. This is going to be so great. So that was really it was great. And I put that on my Snapchat a few days ago about my favorite I loved holiday. It. And my memories are like my traveling. Yeah. So mine is it's very close. Doha is going to be definitely like 100% my most favorite memory from this year. And what you were saying about me coming across being sophisticated, I think for me, it's like obviously the last few years haven't been great for me. And I've been in such a good place this year. Like I've been able to be the real me again. Like so many people have said it, like, they're so glad to see the old me back. So I think you got to see that in full effect just on a one-on-one. I think sometimes over the last sort of 2 years, I've been deflecting with partying and stuff as well to kind of like get away from stuff. But actually being in that setting, it was just the real me. Minus the the music choice of your snaps. Oh. But I love that though. I love my music choices. No, I love that for you. No, I love it. That's my child. That's my child. Like you put like the more sophisticated songs, and I'm just like that. And I'm really like in my head. I'm like, I'm not going to do it. Okay. But do you know what it was? Yeah. Okay. Minus the crappy food this night. When we went to Monkey Tail that night, and we were sitting in that little cabana bit, and there's a picture, and I looked so happy in it. You took a picture of me. Yes, I remember. And you had the black and white. No, just the cream. Where we're both wearing the cream. Didn't you have the cream? Is it cream and white? It was just all cream. Oh, okay. We were wearing the exact same colour, and we got the picture, and I posted it on my Insta. The black and white one was when I went shopping by myself. Oh, okay, yes. Yeah. But that one, when I was just when, like, I'm sitting in that cabana and you've taken a picture, and I think I've got a drink in my hand and I'm cheesing. Like, I never smile like that. And actually, my song choice was beautiful. It was
Janae Aiko, what a life.
What a life.
And I literally put as the caption saying like, I've had the best holiday. Like, this is my new standard of life.
Is that when your mum messaged you and said, yeah, I remember now.
Everybody saw it. They were like, you look so happy. And I was like, do you know what? It wasn't just being in Doha. It was just the two of us being there, the way we was talking, like, obviously we've been talking about the podcast on holiday, but just talking about our future aspirations and stuff. I felt so inspired over there.
Same.
And I'd hit a bit of a rut, like I'd hit a bit of a rut like before we went, and wasn't sure like what I wanted to do next, and was and ahhing, couldn't make a decision on stuff. And I came away from that holiday feeling so inspired and came back with a new lease of life. Like, I made a lot of drastic changes when I came back, and it was genuinely my like, obviously we've been on holiday together, but that was my best girls' holiday. And not even like when people say girls' holiday, I don't feel like girls' holiday needs to be a group of girls. It can just be
just you and somebody, isn't it? And it's the places that you go and the experiences that you have and the positions that you put yourself in to kind of experience different things. And I think especially with the UAE, it's just, I said to you, wait until you get there.
Yeah.
And you're going away to Dubai.
Yes.
I'm doing my first solo trip to Dubai. And I'm so excited just to go there and be like, yes, this is what I needed. Reset. It's my birthday. I'm going to come back. And I felt like that was with Doha.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that we've done that trip.
And you know what I like about going on holiday with you as well is we don't feel obligated to be stuck to each other constantly. Like, there was that day when I went shopping and got McDonald's and you went to the gym. Like,
and I said to you, I'm not going. And that's what I love. I do my itineraries anyway, so we kind of know what we're planning.
Yeah, and that's what I love about you, because like I'm normally the person that plans everything. So to have that break away from, because I know how stressful it can be, and that Doha trip was just like, I was like, yeah, like tell me what I owe you.
Yeah,
I don't care what it costs.
Just
like,
do it.
Yeah, and obviously there's been trips when we went to Italy. I did the itinerary for that one, but it's just, I think it's nice sometimes. Where like we can both take the responsibility.
Yeah, take
like,
that pressure.
Yeah, it's not always on you and it's not always on me. Like, we can swap it over, and that's nice, because sometimes I think you can have friendships where you feel like it's very one-sided, where you do everything, and you don't like. I feel like with friendships, you need to be feeding into each other's cups, and sometimes you can feel like you're overpouring into someone else's cup. And I feel with us, it's always been very balanced. Like, I've never felt like I'm doing too much or you're doing too much. And if it was that case, I feel comfortable to talk to you about things.
Have that conversation.
Yeah,
I think it's important
that is very important.
Be able to have that conversation and just understand, take it in, and know that this person's not coming from a bad place.
Exactly.
And I love, that's my thing. We all have our thing we love, and I don't mind organising a little trip. It gives me that, ooh. Yes, what is your next question?
Okay, no, it's your turn now.
Oh, okay.
So there's quite a few, so you can scroll through and have a look and see what tickles your fancy.
Do you have kids?
Yes, I do have a child. So I have a 14-year-old son. Just the one. I feel like I left it too long to have any more. I did used to and ah about if I was going to have any more, because I always thought, I'd like a daughter. But then at the same time, I'm really scared to have a daughter, because I'm like, could I really deal with another version of myself? Like, my son is very much like me, but I think it's a lot more manageable in a boy. Whereas in the girl version, I'm like, yeah, I was a handful as a kid.
And when you say you feel like you've waited too long, is that because of the age gap, or is that because you had like your cut-off time in your head where I didn't want no kids after this time?
So originally, I'd always said I didn't want kids after 30, like any more kids after 30. But then when I hit 30, then I was like, it kept extending. And now it's not, I don't think it's an age thing. I think it's got to the point where I was a single parent throughout my, I had my son at 21. So from 21 until 31, it was just me and my son. Like, I had family around. I had my mum, my sister, but my mum used to look after my son when I was working. So I never used to go out. Occasionally I would, like, I'm not saying never, but my babysitting privilege was used for work because I wanted to build my career. So then now I'm at the stage where I can go out. Like, I have a good support system. My son is mature enough to take care of himself, like if I want to go out for dinner and stuff. And I'm really enjoying life. And I just think, could I really, could I really start again and be stuck indoors again? Like, I'm at a place where, and also I've become, not just for me, for him as well. We've become accustomed to a certain lifestyle now. Like, we're going to Dubai for Christmas. Like, we go away on these big, massive holidays. And I'm like, I think as well, the other point of it for me was, if I had another child, can I give them everything that my son had without my son missing out on certain things because I'd have to look after another child?
Yes.
And I know it's a crazy way to think, but like we were saying, I think it's a form of PTSD to some extent, is when you've been a single parent, there's always that worry you're going to do it again. Like, you pray you never have to. Yeah. And I'd always, in my mind, has been, right, if I was a single parent right now with 2 kids, could I afford it? And yeah, I could probably do it scraping by, but that's not the life I want my kids to have. So in that sense, that has put me off. And plus, I don't think I've met anyone I'd want to have kids with.
Yeah, no. I had my son, I was pregnant with him at 16. I had him when I was 17. You know, people are going to agree to disagree on this one. Best decision. I'm so happy that I had him young, especially now being in my 30s. He's 16. I'm like, wow, this is great. We have an amazing bond and I just love it.
Yeah.
I just love it. And I always said that my cutoff point was 30 as well. I don't want no kids after that. I have a daughter that's 9. I had her when I was 25. I can't do the maths right now. But I sit there and feel, I don't have that energy. Luckily, she is so chill. Like, she is that girl.
Oh, she is main character energy.
Main character. Like, you are just a vibe. And my son, he is just, the love, the everything that he brings is just insane. And
I say one thing, sorry, with Priya's son, like, anybody that meets him, the first thing everyone has always said to me, isn't he such a lovely young man? Like, you know, and I feel like he is such a credit to you. You've raised him so well. And I think a lot of people don't understand, like, if you haven't had, like, people that have had their kids young, you will understand, but those that haven't, you have a stigma against you of being a young mum already. You have a stigma against you if you're a person of colour being a young mum, and being a single parent of a person of colour. You have a massive, you're a statistic.
Yeah.
So when your kids come out at a certain level, like, it's a credit to you and what you've not I don't even want to say the word sacrifice. Yes, we have made sacrifices.
Oh, definitely.
But the effort and the love that you put into your kids, for the reward you get when people see that, is immense.
And people can't believe it sometimes. And I think for me, it's just, I'm so glad they're at that age. I think a big thing around me not having more kids is my son has come out, like, he's doing amazing. I was a wild child, like, insane. So to think that I could have a boy that could go down, I'm very militant. I don't play around. My son knows, don't rant with me. Do what you need to do. Behave yourself. And he has followed through. Yeah. I will give you everything. Yeah, I will do all I can do to give you the best life, but mess around and you're going to know. Yeah. So I always have that fear of having another child and maybe them just having that niggle of, I'm going to be a daredevil like my mum was. And it just being insane will blow my mind, because that high school period, I couldn't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't, like, it was just so insane. And even to think that I've got to go through that with my daughter and I'm still young, to think about doing that older, no ways. I do also think, you know, having my son, I was a single mum. I met my partner, had my daughter. He raised my son as well from when he was like 4 or 5. So we've kind of had that network. It's very different. Yeah. I always say to people, like, you might see people, you know, you get to go here, you do this, you got this life, you got that. Stop looking at things. But it's very different when you're in a joint partnership to when you're doing things as a single person. And I've done it as a single person. Yeah. And I know I've done, like, my best as a single person, but it is very different as a joint partnership.
Yeah.
But I always say that maybe if circumstances were different, I might have had more children. I always said I wanted 5 boys, 1 girl. 5 boys, 1 girl. And I don't know what crazy world I was on. But now I'm happy. I'm very content. They get to travel the world. No one ain't buying a bigger car. I've got 2 seats at the back, 2 seats in the front, and that's how it's going to stay. I'm not paying for another plane ticket. It's too expensive. There's a certain life that you want to live, especially when you've worked this hard, like you said. I don't want to then be scraping. Right now, realistically, I know that I can give you what you need. They know I can. But they know that I've had to work hard for this. But I'm not going to add another child onto that.
Yeah, no. And that's exactly what I feel.
I don't want to bounce a baby round. I don't want to bounce you. I don't want to change your nappy.
I don't want to pay nursery fees.
I don't want to pay nursery fees.
Oh my God.
I know this sounds so bad, but I just feel like we have to be really realistic with ourselves and be like, is this what I want? And it's not.
Yeah. I think the only thing I will say on my part is, in my head, it's a no right now. And a lot of people always, when like people ask me, like I got asked the other night when I was out, like, don't you want more? And I was like, no. And they were like, and this is the thing that people always say to me, but what if you were with someone and you felt fully secure with them and your partner wanted to have a baby? And at that point, I can't say no. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. That at that point, I can't. In my head right now, like, because I'm single and it's just me and my son, like, in my head, it's like, it's a no. However, I don't know if I was in a like full-term committed relationship and I genuinely felt secure with that person and felt like, and also was able to financially have the lifestyle I have now and everything and not have to worry about things. I can't say for sure, but my circumstances right now are definitely no.
I'm going to be honest, unless you, and I never used to be like this. I've always been like, work hard. I've never kind of been that woman that's let a man kind of pay for me to do things. I've always been that girl. And I'm not saying that's okay, because if I look at me now, I always think, I was saying to myself the other day, I was watching Love is Blind and he got Brada. Yeah. And she's just like, no, I'm paying for this. Stop being that girl. Yeah. You don't need to be that girl. Stop being so masculine. And because of my childhood.
But that's me.
Yeah, exactly. And guess what? It's not okay. You don't need to be like that. It's not going to get you anywhere.
No, it's not. But at the same time, I think, and this is my personal experience, it's the men that I've attracted that have pushed me into that era because of the fact that I don't feel I can count on them. I can't depend on them. You don't bring out my feminine side.
We are not in that era no more.
Right. Imagine your partner decides, turns around and says to you, I'd like one more. You guys are in a position where money is not an issue. You don't have to work if you didn't want to. You could raise that child until they went to school and not have to be concerned about anything. You could put them in nursery and not have to be concerned about anything. If, like I say, a perfect scenario, would you possibly think of it?
I'm going to be honest. No, don't want to. I don't want to bounce the baby around.
Yeah.
I'm so content with having a 16-year-old, having a 9-year-old. I don't want to go to the farm. I don't want to go to a play area of all these little minions running around. Like, I'm very content with, let's go to a virtual reality. It's fun when you go on holiday and you're trying to sunbathe and you've got to keep the eye on the baby.
Yeah.
Like, you can't.
And I get that. I think my situation is my son's 14. Like, he's already at the stage where he doesn't care about me. Not doesn't care about, but he's doing his own thing. Yeah. I try to have mum-son time and he's out with his friends and stuff like that. So we don't get that time. Like, he used to be obsessed with me. Now it's
the same.
Yeah. Now it's like, I'll see you if I see you. And I'm like, in 4 years' time, he's completely offhand. And it's like, at that point, my life just begins. But then at the same time, I'm like, okay, well, let's say I'm not in a relationship, or I'm just going to be home alone.
And I think it is very scary. It is that, you've had that one person. It's like my son. He never used to go out, straight home from school to school. We used to go out, do things. We still go out and do things. But I think with him now, it's like we're talking about curfews. At 16, I've never had to talk about those things. You're going out, you're with your friends. It's like, will I ever get to that point where you're lonely? Yeah. And you're like, oh, I need the company.
Well, you're not, because you've got a partner, so you're all right.
I know, but
and also your daughter's still young, so you've still got more years.
Exactly. And I don't know what high school's going to bring. please. She's such a good girl, but she's got such a big character. Not everyone likes big characters. It's just like me. I always sit there and I think, there's yin and yang. I'm a bit like Marmalade. You either like me, love me, or you hate me. I don't really care, if I'm being honest. But yeah, I have her, and it is scary. I know what you mean. You end up with your 10 cats, your 1 dog. And that's life.
I don't want to be the cat lady.
But I do think that as you get older, dealing with a child can be very demanding.
Yeah.
And it comes with risks. Right. So next question. When did you first feel like an adult?
Oh, I'm probably going to say 19. So just a bit of a back bit is I moved out of my mum's house when I was 16. So I was living in a hostel for a few years and had some very traumatic experiences there. But we'll get into that on another episode. But I think, so I was 16, I was on benefits and I was doing my course. So by the time I turned 19, I had like my first, I'm going to say, proper legit job and moved into a flat. And it was learning to budget my money. Obviously travel for work, electric, gas, all of those kind of things. Just becoming, I felt like an actual adult, and I didn't think I was prepared for it, at all. I genuinely don't feel like you're given any kind of preparation for becoming an adult. And I feel like they should do stuff like that in school about money management, and all credit scores and stuff like that. I knew nothing about any of that. Like I say, I lived alone from 16, and really and truly from 16, I was just, okay, cool. Benefits were coming through, that paid for everything. But when you're working, obviously, you then got to start paying rent and stuff. So yeah, that was a big wake up call. And I genuinely probably say that was the first time I felt like any type of adult.
I never really understood the importance of credit history. It's only now, I would say in the last, how long to 2020? In the last 5 years, 2019, 18 was a big wake up call, right, your credit history is so important. And from that day, I remember saying, I need to get my credit history sorted out. And I remember when you were younger, I got a Very account.
They wouldn't give me one. I couldn't even get a Very account.
Babe, I had this Very account, and I was like, when you get this Very account, the Very is varying, okay? Because I was just like, why am I paying £100 a month and £80 is going towards interest? And it was I remember 5 years ago, I said, nah, you need to sort it out. And since then, my credit history is excellent. 999. I'm not playing around, but they don't teach you this when you're younger. I was getting, was it Bright House sofa, Bright House TV, go down the shop. What, £20 a week? What's £20 a week? But you're not realizing, actually, £20 a week is a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I remember these people knocking on my door because I didn't pay for my Bright House TV. And I thought, listen, I couldn't believe when these two buff people come, they wanted to come through the front door. And I said, nah. Credit history is so important, and no one teaches you about budgeting. So similar to you, we'll get into this in another story, episode of 5.5:30. I was in care for part of my teenagehood, and I ended up with my own house when I was young. I was still in school at the time, had my own flat. And I remember them saying, right, you have to pay for TV license, you have to get your electric and gas, and you have to go to the frigging post office and go and get your gyro. It weren't money going into your bank account because I don't think I was old enough to have a bank account.
Okay.
Maybe that's why. So if you were 16, I must have been under 16 at the time. And I remember going to this post office, everyone was like, where are you going? I'm going to get my dinner money from the post office. I'm going to go and get my money just to fucking go and get my beans from the post office. And I think that really hit me. It was like, wow, I'm an adult and I'm not even an adult.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was like, wow, this is what adults have to do. You have to go shopping. You have to make this money last. You have to get your electric. You have to get your gas. It was just insane to think that I had to do all of this stuff. But I felt like an adult, but I wasn't an adult.
Yeah.
And I think from that experience, having that experience so early, It's just that I've been an adult since then.
Yeah, it forces you to grow up quicker. Like I say, you was a bit younger than me. I was 16. I had just finished school when I think I'd been in college 2 months. And it's quite actually, I mean, I don't want to go too much into it right now, but like I just started college and I was like excelling and ended up having to drop out for the simple fact that I couldn't afford my travel. I mean, part of that was self-inflicted because I wanted to be buying other things, but yeah, like you don't realize, well, no, not even you don't realize, sorry, these kids, like especially our kids, they don't realize how good they have it. Like we didn't get everything that they got, and I think the good thing is that we've learned from it, so we're ensuring that our kids now are being taught the things that we weren't taught and that schools didn't teach them. We're more conscious of it.
Let me tell you something. One thing I've always said is my son is never going to be rapping on no TV or on his phone saying my mum didn't do this, my mum didn't do that. That's one thing I stand by. Like,
if my son does it, he's getting a diss track straight back.
It's going to be mad. Like, I don't know what I don't listen. It'll be mad. So I don't even know how to deal with that situation. But I think definitely that situation. Also, like talking about it now, mine was like realizing that because I was in care, the foster carers didn't want me, children's home didn't want me, no one didn't want me. So I ended up in this flat and it was like, I'm going to school, I'm going from this school, I'm going from my flat to school every day by myself, I'm going home by myself, I'm cooking for myself. And then when I had my son now, found out I was pregnant with my son at 16, it was like, wow. Yeah. I had a crackhead living underneath me, flat out on his face nearly every day. I'm in this house. No one's really checking up on me to the point that I'm pretending I'm people's parents having wild house parties when everyone's meant to be at school because I've been having that voice. I've been having this voice, yeah, from day. Like, yes, so, Zoe's at Priya's house is absolutely fine from day. And I think what was the big reality to me was, do I want to have a child in this house? Do I want to be going and cashing my gyro? And that's what kind of drove me to, you need to go and work.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to be able to pick where you live. You want to be able to earn money so you can do what you want to do with your money. Not having this £50 a week that you're meant to survive on in what? £50 was a lot back then when you compare it to now.
But you say that though, £50, people, I don't know if you'll remember this, but my age group, I know you're not that much younger than me, but like, did you know about Nettos?
Netto, the little dog.
Yes. The yellow carrier bag.
In Mitcham. I never used to go Netto's, but I knew because they didn't have that because I was in a different part of London.
Okay, so basically East London, like Hackney, like Netto's. I remember in primary school taking the piss out of people that went to Netto's. Like you wouldn't be seen dead in Netto's. But you see, when I hit 16, I was going to Netto's buying a big box of noodles and frankfurters, and getting on the bus from Stamford Hill to Manor House to my hostel, and that was what I lived on. And fried eggs. That was what I lived on.
Protein,
mate, every day. You know, I'm like, no wonder I had nobody. I was a stick.
Listen,
but that was all I could afford with my benefits. Like, I think I got myself into bare debt, getting out crisis loans.
Yeah, exactly.
Just to get by, to get to my apprenticeship. But like, I needed money because I would spend it on other things. But I would literally just be like, yeah, I need a crisis loan to get a bus pass. And bus passes weren't even. I remember having the little.
Listen, you go and write your little. You listen, you just change your bus pass.
Cut the bus pass and stick it on the Frit stick.
Good times. But yeah, like I mine was when I had my son. I was like, I want to live where I want to live. I want to have my own money, and that has really kind of like drive me. I remember a lot of people saying, "Oh yeah." Well, I put my son in nursery from early. Everyone's like, oh, you just want to work. You know, you don't care about your child. You don't care about seeing your child. I never miss nothing. And I'm so glad that I work. I think the only thing I would say is that I am a little bit annoyed about is obviously being in care. You get to go into, you're basically entitled to a council house.
Okay.
I think because I had so much trauma from where you put me, the council put me, social services put me, the situations you put me in. I think looking back now as a woman I am now, I was put in very vulnerable situations. And I was very like, I don't want the council to house me. I'm going into private rented accommodation. And now I'm like, Ross, I'm paying an arm and a leg from where I'm living. I think the good thing is I've been able to choose the house I want. This is like, I love the house that I have. I've been able to choose how many bedrooms. There's certain things that you can choose, but I wish I could have gone back and not been so,
yeah,
because there's ways around it. And I would have been able to save a lot more money. But it's, this adulthood and budgeting, no one teaches you about it. And it's so like important to be able to do things like, say, for example, you know, you need a loan.
Yeah.
You don't want no high interest loan. I've been through them. Listen, I'm putting loan on car. I'm like, what? I've got logbook loan. Logbook loan. I'm putting big loan on my logbook. Like, these are the things when you haven't got good credit and you don't think about these things, you're getting logbook loan, paying mad interest. I think it's crazy that even now they have not implemented that into... like the standard statutory, this is how kids should be learning to set them up.
I think one of my downfalls, which like killed me, is I took out this loan and didn't pay it back in time. And I had like loan sharks coming off me. And it's like one of my biggest regrets. I used to have so much gold jewelry. Like, because, you know, gold was like, it was cheap back then. I used to have like sovereign rings.
Sovereigns.
I had to pawn all my gold jewelry to pay for this loan. Like, it made me cry. And like, I had like pieces of jewelry that was given to me by my dad. And obviously my dad passed away when I was 17. And now I look back, it breaks my heart to know, like, I probably would never wear that bracelet now, but like, it's the only thing I'd had from my dad. And I pawned it to pay for a thing. And it's like, if I'd have known the things I'd known, I wouldn't have gone down that route of getting these like high interest loans and
payday loans.
Payday loans.
It's and it's so true. You wouldn't have put yourself in that position. But I think when you've got a child or you're young and you're trying to survive.
Yes.
It's like you're in like some of us, we think that now we're in like survival mode at stages. But when you're young and you're like trying to just get by, you're trying to just do this life without even really understanding what life is. You just do what you have to do.
I think mine started was when I got my first car, and it was because after I had my son, I think I did just under a year of him being in the buggy, and I used to have to take like 3 trains I would literally get up at 6, like leave my house at like 6 a.m. You know, when I think about it now, like the work I put in, I'm bare lazy now. I would never. You could never ever ask me to leave my house at 6 a.m. for a job.
Listen, I was even cussing going up to London today. I'm doing big Dora the Explorer.
You could never.
The Explorer, I'm out here. But back then, just like you,
I would get 2 trains just to my son's nursery.
Oh my God.
Drop him. So from 6, I'd leave my house at 6 a.m. Take me like just under 2 hours to get him to nursery. Then I would get 2 trains, but I'd have to I'd get like the overground to Camden, then walk over to the underground to Camden and get the train to Finchley, which was over an hour journey as well, to get to work for measly money. Like I was working full time for measly money. But you know, it was, I had this stigma. And like I said, just going back to the whole thing about young single parents being statistics and that, I was not taking my ute on a bus late at night. See, if I want to go visit my friends, you will not catch me on a bus after 9 p.m. with my ute. So I'm like, I need to drive.
Do you know what? I'm, each to their own, but I'm very much the same. When I see young kids out on the road and... I'm like, why have you got your ute on the road at this time? I'm
a bit more understanding now because you don't know people's circumstances. But when I was younger, I was judgmental.
No.
Like, why have you got your ute on a bus at 10 o'clock at night? And the kids are...
See, and you know what?
It's getting me mad.
Now it's the other way around for me. I didn't really even look at those things. I didn't really care about that now. But when I see people out with their kids, and especially the world that we live in now and the area that we're in, I'm like, why have you got your ute on the road at this time? There's pure mad people. Get a cab or stay at home. And I know a lot of people are going to execute me and be like,
I'm going to get cancelled for this.
I'm going to get cancelled. But that's how I see things. I think, no, don't have your ute on road at certain times because people don't care.
What do you wish more people understood about you?
I wish people understood that you might hear this absolutely amazing voice and my face might be quite straight, direct. No, I've got a very straight face. I say it how it is. Some people may think that I'm up my arse. I've come from this. They'll be like, oh, you're so posh. Even though I don't know what fucking posh means. But I've come from somewhere. You don't understand how long it's taken me to become this woman that I am with this certain standard. I would say when I was younger, I didn't have the standards that I have now. There's a lot of stuff that I regret doing. I regret behaving like that. There's so many things that I regret that have taken me to become this person. So sometimes I wish that people didn't just look at me and think, oh, she thinks she's, you know, it's taken me a long time to build to get to this point to be who I am. And I'm going to, I'm proud of how far I've come, but I wish that some people did understand that there's a backstory.
Yeah.
I'm not just up my arse. And I think what's going to be really good about this podcast as well is like people really actually understanding that it's taken us a lot to become these women that we are today.
Yeah.
So my main thing is don't read my face. Don't see me and think, oh, look, she looks unapproachable. I am like a really cool, nice person.
Yeah. Like don't judge a book by its cover.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
I've been there, done that, worn the frigging t-shirt. There's so much that I've been through that I could write. But people said, boy, Priya, you could write a book. It's taken me blood, sweat and tears through the gully, the ghetto, around the houses. And I definitely feel like once you get to know me, people will be like, wow, I can really relate to you, girl. I can really relate to you. Like, wow, you've come through. You've come through the other side. So I would say that.
Okay. I think for me, I think most people see me and they just think I'm like really bubbly, I'm really childish. And I think I'd like people to understand about me more that I do deflect with humor. And sometimes when I'm going through stuff, like I make jokes about my dead dad, like, but I'm hurting about it. And I don't think I let people see that because people just think, oh, she makes a joke about it, so she's fine. And I wish people would be a bit more like, no, why are you joking about it? Like, what's really going on deeper down? I think it's something I need to work on as well. Like, I use humor a lot and I can be going through stuff and people will never know because I just make jokes about it.
You know what? Now you're saying that is very much like me. You use humor. I act like I don't care. When deep down I care.
Yeah.
Like it's like my birthday. I always say, oh, I don't care. I'm not doing anything. I don't want anyone to make a fuss, but I'd love that fuss.
Yeah.
You know, I'd love that fuss. Or I might not act like like my dad. Same to you. I lost my dad not too long ago and I lost him to suicide and I've been going through this whole inquest process for a long time now. And because people always see me just get on with it.
Yeah.
People don't understand. And I put on this like, oh yeah, I'm just getting on with it. Priya's always good. Priya's always got things sorted. I feel like people perceive me as Priya's good.
Yeah.
You know, she gets on with it. She's got her shit sorted. Oh, she's always on holiday. Life must be absolutely fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Even though I use my holidays
as escapism.
Escapism.
Yeah.
Like the amount of stuff that I've been through over the last few years, people don't know that I've cried on holidays. Like you've been there where I've really like cried on holidays. I think people see this persona, and that's what I always say with social media. Stop buying into these people with these happy lives. People show you what they want to show you.
Yeah, 100%. But I've done that. Like obviously you know what I went through, and you'd never know. Well, people knew, obviously, but people knew. But afterwards, I was out every minute. I looked like I was living my bestest life, and I was. To be fair, I was to an extent, but. I was hurting inside and it took a lot. But the good thing I did, so for those who don't know, the last year I've lost 3 stone. I've been really on a fitness journey, and so has Priya as well. Like we made a commitment to each other.
Yes.
At the beginning of the year, where we was holding each other accountable.
Yours has been a lot more rapid than mine.
Yeah, but then to be fair, you've not shouted at me for not going to the gym for the last couple of weeks, so you're not holding up your end of the bargain right now.
Oh my gosh, I'll be back chat next week.
But yeah, so like, and that was what I had to refocus my energy into my fitness journey, because I was using going out and partying as an escapism to not deal with the pain that I was feeling. So I think, like I say, like on the outside, everyone watching my Instagram, it was like, oh, Kayla's great. Like she's bounced back so well. And then they've seen me out, they've seen me losing weight. And it's only been the last, well, this year, I'd say, not even the full year, but like this year where I felt proper good about myself again and felt like my life is back on track. And I haven't been down about what was going on before. So yeah, but again, it's that I use humor every time when I will post funny memes about heartbreak and stuff like that, and like we just laugh it off, and other stuff when I was going through just funny memes about it. But actually, like deep down, I've been sitting there hurting about it. And to be fair, you're the person that I've spoke to most about it, and I'm really grateful because
vice versa.
Yeah, because you know sometimes like you don't want to be that person burdening someone talking about the same thing over and over. But when I've needed you and like I've needed to vent about stuff, you've been there. And again, you haven't fed my delulu. Like you've put me in my place with certain things, and it's really helped me evaluate things. So thank you. I appreciate you.
And same. And yeah, it's like I said, people see things on social media. I think especially with like the younger people, as you get older, you start to realise these things. And this is what I always do is sometimes I'll take a break from Instagram and be like, right, I'm going to delete it.
Yeah.
Because even though you can have that control, right, I'm not going to scroll, I'm not going to like look into things too deep. You see like people living this life that looks amazing and you think, oh God, my life's so blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It's like people see me going on holiday, they're like, oh, look at her. Blah, blah, blah. But people don't realise, people, as I said, people, you show people what you want to show people.
Yes.
And I think it's so important, especially with the younger generation as well, is having that break.
Yeah.
Having that break, having that time to yourself, and also not just assuming that someone's got this great life.
Yeah.
It is really, really quite difficult with just trying to express yourself in this world. And as I said, like I mentioned before, it's like I don't speak to a lot of people. So sometimes that can feel very lonely. But that comes from, like, as I said, me growing up, being in care for that time, spending time, so much time alone, coming home from school, I'm by myself, going to bed, I'm by myself, I wake up in the morning, I'm by myself, special occasions, I'm by myself, that now I hold a lot of stuff in. Yeah. And it can be at times like you really fight with your demons in your head. Yes. You know, since my accident that I had, that has kind of put me in this place from really loving the work that I was doing before to now trying to look at like, what is the next chapter for Priya? I'm manifesting. Yeah. I think there's certain things that happen in your life that make you realize like you need to manifest this, you need to really want this, you need to speak it into existence. Yes. I've never spoken things into existence till now. Okay. Everything in my life has just been riding the wave. But where I, you know, with my career, I've been in a great position. You know, earn good money, in a really good job, in a good role, doing something I'm really passionate about. Unfortunately, an accident happened that put me in a position where I felt vulnerable. I thought I've worked so fucking hard, excuse my French, to get here. And then an accident has happened that has put me in a position where I can't be at work right now. Yeah. And I had to put myself first when I was running back to work. Like, I need to go back to work.
Oh, just to say, Priya is like, no, I don't even want to say you still are, but she was the worst workaholic I've ever met in my life. And like I say, don't get me wrong, I'm very inspired by like her her work ethics. However, there was times when I was saying to her, you need to sit down. Like you were going through stages where every time you was going on holiday, before you went on holiday, and when you came back, you were sick from stress. Like you were so overworked and stressed, and like you just was not giving yourself a break at all. I'm really sorry that you had your accident, but I do think that has given you that time to take a step back and reevaluate things, because like obviously we all need to work and whatnot, but these jobs don't give a fuck about us.
Oh my God.
We are
really
replaceable like that. So you give your soul to a job for what?
I've been working since I was 16 and it's taken me now to realise Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Your workplace is very unlikely. There are a small percentage of workplaces that do care about your well-being. I'm not going to write them all off. The majority of workplaces just want you to work, do the job,
then die.
And then die. And then they will have your job advertised the next day.
Yeah.
Okay. And it took me to get licked on my head, body in a mad position. Everyone saying, stop being a job's worth, Priya.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Make yourself better. And I still ran back.
Yeah.
I still ran back. And now I'm even, the way my body's feeling now is even, I can't even explain how my body's feeling.
Yeah.
And because you're bubbly and you're lively, no one really understands that I'm going through it. I'm going through it. I'm not just going through it in my body. I'm going through it mentally because my job was everything to me. And I think where we're going back to manifestation is like now I'm manifesting that something comes out of this.
Yeah.
I'm manifesting that all of that hard work and that graft and all that experience you've got is now time to, what are you going to do with that?
Yeah.
And you know, it's going back to COVID. Like, I wish I really used that time more wisely.
Oh,
like
same.
I said, there is a bring back
COVID.
my
God.
I know that sounds so bad because I don't want people to drop down dead, even though I don't believe that was.
Same.
That's another story. I don't believe that was because of the coronavirus.
Well,
but I'm like, I wish I used that time more wisely instead of I was shopping online. I was like, I had extra money. We going shopping to where? I think it's them hurting.
Well, Priya, this has been a real insight to both of us, I feel. And I hope that those that have been watching have enjoyed and are looking forward to kind of the next steps that Thriving After 30 is going to take. And obviously, we'd love to hear feedback from people on topics that they'd like us to speak about. If there's anything they feel that they didn't get to know about us, like, feel free to ask. We're quite open books. Just don't cuss me because I'll cuss you back. My mouth's slick.
Real slick.
Real slick. I'll get cancelled before I've started. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing where this podcast goes.
It's been good.
It has. It's just nice as well. I think because we do talk and stuff like that, but just to sit down and in-depth talk, it's like I know you, but I know you to a certain extent, and I feel like even these podcasts, I'm going to get to know you so much more.
I know.
Like we know bits and pieces about our backgrounds and stuff, like what has made us similar and parts of her, but really and truly, we've only been friends for 3 years now.
I don't even know how long it's been.
I think it's been about 3 years. Maybe 3 years. So there's still loads that I feel like that we'll get to know about each other through these podcasts as well. So, and also it's just nice time for us to sit and chat.
Sit and chat and catch up, and we're so far from each other.
Yeah,
I always say, oh God, I wish if you lived around the corner, I'd be absolutely mad. So,
same.
No, these are our catch up times, but I'm really excited. And as you said, I really hope that people do kind of engage with us and just know that we're very open and transparent. And it's exciting times to come, guys. Exciting. We've got all our equipment, and our wine. It's going to be wine time.
Wine
time. But yes, right. Thank you so much for tuning in. Catch us on TikTok at
Thriving After 30. I'm Kayla.
I'm Priya.
And we are Thriving After 30.